Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Game Vortex, where I'm reviewing one of the most important episodes in all of the Dragon Ball Super arc. So Dragon Ball Super episode 66 came out a couple of days ago and I just didn't have time to do the review. I decided to do just reviews for the most important episodes that are coming out, and I think that this is the one that people have been waiting the most. This is the one that, for lack of the better word, completely fucked it up, at least for me, completely screwed it up. They had so much going for it, and it happened the way it happened. So, without further ado, let's do the Dragon Ball Super episode 66 review. Warning, spoilers ahead. So if you haven't watched episode 66, please go and watch it, it's available everywhere. So on and so forth. And come back for a discussion together here. So first of all, I wanted to say I'm not going to play the thing with sound or with I'm just gonna be skipping things, and I'm gonna give you my opinion, and then I will tell you what has completely destroyed this story that was supposed to be so good. I don't want to get a copyright strike again. Last time I just played the whole episode in the background. So okay, the episode starts off with again Goku Black and Zamasu fused together, right? Having this beam of light. I mean, this guy reminds me, Final Fantasy X, there was a character called Seymour that just wouldn't fucking die. He would just reappear again and again and again after you kill him. I think I fought him like 3 times or so. And he had a very similar thing, like a halo behind him. Watching this, it kind of started as like, am I watching Bleach or Dragon Ball? Because the attacks that he's using and stuff like that is something very not fit for Dragon Ball in general. Anyway, we have Vegeta and Trunks doing Galick Gun, right? That was in the previous episode, and then Goku obviously firing up his Kamehameha wave. And you see that Zamasu is struggling, but he thinks he's gonna win, and then Goku just fucking like gives it all he's got and takes out Zamasu, Death Ball, whatever the fuck that is. And that's when his face becomes screwed up and his arm, and Goku saw that as an opening because he got shot, and he just went and fucking kicked the shit out of him at that time, which Zamasu quickly came back to his senses because he's shocked that he's so out of this world, cocky in terms of that he's a god, even though technically he's a Kaioshin or Kaioshin, right? I mean, they are not technically gods, but sort of like it is a deity anyway. And then again, look at this face of Goku, and you guys keep telling me that the drawing is actually better here. Like, look at it. Look at the face of Goku. Like, are they saving or something? Like, the muscles are all gone. Look at his eyes and stuff. Like, I wish I could zoom it in somehow for you. Yes, the way the backgrounds and some of the camera angles and 3D effects and stuff is done great on an aura, but sometimes the animation of the characters is fucking abysmal. It really is. To that point, later on I'm gonna make a video about 5 things that completely grind my gears when it comes to Dragon Ball Super. As you already know, I've said it in the previous videos, I have been one of the biggest Dragon Ball Z fans out there. I can pretty much quote you every single Funimation dub episodes because I rewatched it so many times. Every time I ate, every time I was bored, every time I had something coming up and I needed to waste some time. So yeah, so please, I know what I'm talking about. Here everything looks good, but in some shots it looks bad. This looks good again. Goku used the Kaioken attack, and that halo disappeared, whatever that signified, that he's beatable or some of his power diminished, so on and so forth. So then he came back and he started just raving, and he started to remind me of Cell when he got desperate, when he beefed up his muscles, even though that makes him slower, but it still makes him more powerful. I mean, where the fuck did this lightning came from? He just summoned it or what? It seems very convenient. I mean, then again, maybe he's a god and he can control things like that. In any case, the guy said that obviously because they're fused together, the Goku Black is not immortal and Zamasu is. So basically this thing is getting out of balance, and there's a chance that you can actually kill him, which is convenient, but okay. Now obviously Potara rings came in, and this is my biggest problem starts is when they fuse together to become Vegito again and again. This is what we have been waiting for so long. Now conveniently here he said that the effects of the Potara fusion in non-Kaioshins is not permanent, it's only 1 hour. So the dance style, Gogeta, is 30 minutes, this is 1 hour. Very, very convenient. Probably trying to explain what happened in the Dragon Ball Z when the Vegeta got swallowed by the Majin Buu and then he separated. Everybody had a thought that actually wasn't about the time, it's just about inside that environment and actually separated them. Now it's just, you know why it's convenient. You know why it's convenient, you saw it coming, and this is where the whole thing starts to fall apart. We have been waiting for Vegeta to show up for ages. They hyped it up. It was amazing watching a preview of the last episode, even though it didn't quite fit with things. And they fucking wasted him. They wasted him completely. Now, I don't care who defeats Black Zamasu. I don't give a shit. I was expecting this fight to last at least a full episode. At least to do a service to the fans, to see how much the Vegeta grown and how cool it would be. Instead, I fucking looked it up. 9 minutes. They wasted him in 9 minutes, and out of those 9 minutes, if you remove all the bullshit talking of Zamasu that is bragging about how great he is, it's 5 minutes. And if you remove all the other nonsense that is there, you have about 3 minutes of actual fight between Vegeta and Zamasu. And it's just horrendous. I can't believe they did that. Why, Toriyama? Why? I don't care if you wanted Trunks to win this battle and he's a cool guy, which means he didn't fucking need this to help him out. How can you tell me? I understand what probably happened. What happened is that they have a set amount of episodes that they're going to release, something like 72 episodes, so they have to do this arc. And this is where Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super started to get so different. They tried to appeal to some kind of a children audience more, whereas the Dragon Ball Z was more into the hardcore animation fans with blood and gore and shit like that. Now here, the problem lies exactly in a fact that there's been so many episodes where they could have continued developing story or actually give us more fight. Instead, they do this fucking time waster episodes when Trunks is going to see Gohan, or this stuff happens, or they fucking went with the delivery guy to some fucking planet to do, like, when they have to fight Shadow Vegeta and stuff. Like, it's, in this sense, it starts to remind me of Dragon Ball GT in some reason. But here, I think what happened is that they've dragged it out for so long, and then when this shit came, he was like, oh shit, we only have like 3 episodes or 4 episodes left. Fuck me, we have to finish it somehow. Let's just do it like that. And we conveniently explain things that just total fucking nonsense. Like you have an hour fused together. Oh my god, you all of a sudden used up all the energy to sustain the fusion. Like how fucking convenient is that? Come on, Toriyama, this is so low in this part. Blue Vegeta kicking ass, getting his ass kicked as well a little bit. Trunks, yeah, this is what I told you about. Most of this fight is fucking Zamasu bullshitting. The animation looks quite good. I loved some of the things, you know, how he fucking like wasted him. It was great. Like, I didn't really care that he was not meant to beat Zamasu. But at the same time, why is it so fucking short? Come on. And it's not only me. I've been on a DragonBall.net and the people in chat are like, they are 50-50 about this whole thing. You see that he speared him and stuff like that. He starts to cry and like his emotions and shit. Basically, he's losing a plug. Zamasu started losing the plug. And I think that this is also not the direction they should have gone. Goku Black alone, without even fucking Zamasu 2 in the picture, would have been the perfect villain that I wish they would have explored more fighting. This is the problem of Dragon Ball Super. There's so much filler stuff that when it comes to the actual fight, you're just starting to enjoy it and it's finished just like that. Or they switch to something else. Every single time I watched an episode during this saga that I finally think this is the best story they had so far in Z and GT and this, but every time you're like, oh man, they're gonna get it next episode, oh man, I can't wait to watch this, and then boom, it's finished just like that, and you're like, that's it? That's it? Is that it? So yeah, things go like that, and this is where another thing comes out. Trunks. Trunks gets this broken sword, and all of a sudden shit starts to happen. Some kind of light appeared out of nowhere, even though pretty much the whole population of the earth is annihilated, and he goes on and makes this sword from his ki, like the Super Saiyan aura, right? Like Z sword or something like that. And I'm gonna go and kick this ass. I couldn't do it before, but now I can. I kind of saw this coming when Trunks all of a sudden gained this new form with yellow aura and then the blue one on the inside, like a god stuff. Didn't know where from and how, to be honest, because he isn't a god, right? And he didn't achieve it the same way that Goku and Vegeta did, right? With their own style of 5 Saiyans joining hands and stuff like that. Super Saiyan God. So here they obviously final Kamehameha. That was the most epic attack ever. That was Final Flash and Kamehameha. Amazing shit. And then the fusion worn off and the Trunks jumps in this form, of course, that looks something like a mix between Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan God Blue. Then he obviously starts, and then this is what happens. This guy loses his plugs and start going, and then this energy started to come out. It's like a spirit bomb. But where from? Trunks doesn't know how to do that. He doesn't know how to do that. How did he get that? Probably will never get explained. All this light came out from where? Everybody's fucking dead apart from this group and a couple of more people in the mountains. As you can see, this is exactly the same style as the spirit bomb. And it goes up there, right? This is look at another amazing drawn animation here. Okay, so everyone lend me your power, and Vegeta and Goku did that as well. And basically he spears Zamasu with this big ass sword. Like, it's just, I don't know, like I was expecting more. I was expecting more fight, more epic finale. I mean, they've built up this villain so much that the ending I see a bit underwhelmed. I don't mind that Trunks did it, not Goku, not Vegeta, because you saw that coming from a mile away. But I don't know, I need time to digest. I need time. It's just very convenient how everything happened. Very, very convenient how everything happened. So I don't know, I'm disappointed, to be honest. Like, I was expecting more, and this is the problem with Super. They keep building this shit up, and then they never, like, they deliver for such a short time that you don't get the satisfaction that you were hoping to get. So that's it for my review of the Dragon Ball Super. I mean, it was good, but not great. Technically, they still have a couple of episodes to go, but I mean, Zamasu's gone. I don't honestly believe, especially by the title of the episode, next episode, that anything major is gonna happen. He's not gonna come back or anything like that. So yeah, I kind of like the Goku Black as a villain. I wish they should have stayed like that. Probably remove Zamasu completely, because he seems like a pretty badass guy to have more time to explore. What do you guys think after watching this episode 66 of the Dragon Ball Super? What is your opinion? Do you agree with me? If not, leave your comments below your opinion and how would you want the thing to go, and what do you expect to happen in the future. Please help me to support my channel. I'm really trying hard to get as much time as possible and put it into this thing. Subscribe on the button here and there, okay? And I'll see you all on the next episode of Game Vortex.